So for the audience, we've been hanging out for like almost 2 hours off mic already drinking. So
yes.
You were getting the podcast like mid hang.
Indeed you have.
Well, good to see you in person.
Salute.
Shit. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait, I didn't slam it on. Wait, I think we have to redo that.
Why?
I didn't slam it down. Isn't that bad luck?
Well, it's all.
I mean, I honestly don't believe in that shit.
It's not luck. It's respect to the bar, is why you put it down.
Ooh.
So it's okay. Disrespecting my bar, it's fine.
There you go.
And it's not a luck thing. It's just a showing respect to the bar.
I show respect in different ways.
Oh shit. Well, the more you know, folks. The more you know.
It's true. The more you know. Isn't that like listen while you grow? I don't know.
Right before we started recording, Casca was asking how loud I come. So
yes.
And you know, for those of you who don't know or have not experienced it in person, not very loud.
I just imagine. I really do. I'm imagining this in my head because you said you're a very loud individual. So I literally just imagine you like, okay, maybe not in a corner, but you know, just kind of like trying to like suffer in silence.
I'm not trying to suffer. I'm so enthralled in the ecstasy of the moment.
But the ecstasy is quite silent.
I mean, it's not completely silent. It's not like. And I definitely talk to my partners during sex. It's not
that's
like.
Good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty important.
That's good. But when it comes to that big O, is the O just not as big?
No, it's not. It's not just like earth-shatteringly loud. Sorry.
So just like.
You gotta go now. So ashamed. So ashamed.
You just like going to the cover. It's like, oh god, oh god.
Oh no, you made me come.
Like,
oh no.
Oh god. Oh, maybe it's like the little girl cry. The silent little girl cry.
Wow. 2 minutes into the show, and she's like, you come like a little girl. And not in a good way.
Maybe some women are into that. You know, they want someone they can fix, right? And cuddle. It could work for you.
I am definitely a fixer-upper.
See? Women like that.
I am one of these like 30-year projects. You will be never done fixing me.
That's like a mortgage.
Yep.
So ladies, if you are a homeowner and you want a fixer-upper,
I'm here for you.
Right here for you.
I'm here for you.
It's perfect.
It's okay.
It's a fixed rate.
There will be plenty of adventures that come with fixing it up.
There you go.
You never know what's going to happen next. It's like, what's leaking? What's that smell?
What's that smell? Is there mildew in here?
Oh, I showered for you, Casca. I showered for you. Ouch.
You do. You smell lovely.
Thank you.
You smell so lovely.
She's contractually has to say that. We'll wait till the alcohol metabolizes a little bit more to get the honest answer about that.
Exactly. I'm contractually.
No. She would 100%. If I smelled, she'd be like, she'd tell me. She would have told me when she walked in the door.
I would have been like, what is this shit?
What the fuck? I would have done this remote if you were going to smell like this.
Seriously, at least on Zoom, I can't smell it.
Ouch. That's a clip. That's a clip right there. Ouch.
You know, I mean, unless you want to sell me like a scratch and sniff.
I mean, that me being a scratch and sniff comes with the fixer-upper thing. You just
right? That would be interesting. Ooh, what if I made like, you know how, what is it? Gwyneth Paltrow and her vagina candles?
Oh God, those things.
Right? What if I did a scratch and sniff sticker of what my pussy smells like?
I bet that would be marketable as hell.
Right? Boom.
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 I think you'd be the first performer to market with it too.
I think I'm gonna do it. So bitches, don't steal my idea.
Yet again, another brilliant idea given away on this show.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to go to market quickly because this is gonna be out soon.
Exactly. Michael, my PR guy, we gotta get on that.
Yeah, gotta get on the scratch.
Seriously.
And you could do different models. You could do models with like a bush, one without.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm sure like some girls with bushes like spray their bush to have a different fragrance like upstairs and then like below.
Wow.
I would.
I have never thought about that. I've never thought about being with a woman who's like, oh, I have one perfume on my neck and a different one.
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown.
You're welcome. I can just all goddamn day.
How have I never... I'm sure I've been with someone who's done that. I just never realized it.
Right?
I'm just fucking flabbergasted.
Mhm.
Like, my 40-something years on this planet, and I've just never even considered that could be a thing.
Right? She's like warm and spicy upstairs and then like sweet and succulent downstairs.
As just, a pretty basic dude, it's like, you get soap down there for me. You get soap.
But you know what? At least you use soap downstairs. There are certain people who do not. It's like, no, sweetheart, you need to like wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah, like, if you want to face in your crotch, you need to at least use soap.
Yes, for the love of God.
And not the same soap you use on your face, dudes.
No. You need to make sure that it's like pH balanced downstairs.
Well,
And
thankfully,
also Manscaped.
if you're cut, you're not self-lubricating anymore, so you don't have to worry about that as much.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you want someone to go downstairs on certain body parts, please, Manscape. Okay? I don't want pubic hairs in my teeth, in my lip gloss. It's just it's
So-
not pleasant.
Are you one of these people that want completely bald down there, or you want a little fuzz? Because I've definitely had women be like, well, I think it's weird when a dude's completely bald down there.
No, if you want me sucking on your balls and a pubic hair is going to get stuck in my teeth, I'm not flossing with your pubic hairs.
I wouldn't suggest it.
No. If you want me to stay away from it, please don't manscape there. That tells me stay away, Casca. I don't want you. This is a perimeter breach. It's a perimeter breach. Don't go for it.
But is like a little tuft above the penis okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't mean like poof. It's like keep it short and sweet. Like still manscape, but keep it nice and short. I don't mean like a Hitler stash.
Well, yeah,
I
but you
mean,
also
like-
don't want it so short that you could razor burn. Like,
Yeah,
from
that's
it.
true too. But I mean like, still manscape it nicely. I don't want like a full-on bush in my face. And I'm still getting pubes. Well, I keep like hitting a fucking like
Like, is that a pube in my eye? Fuck.
and I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna get pink eye.
Pull a fucking pube out of your lashes.
Right? And I'm like, wait,
oh.
mm. I'm like, this is going well. Especially if they have a tiny dick and you're like,
Well, it's already bad. Like, when you unwrap the package and you're just like, oh, that's cute.
so this is what I have to work with.
So are you a bit of a size queen in real life?
It depends.
Okay.
Because, you have average and then you have less than average. And then the less than average is like, yes, I'm a size queen in that department. Yes. Micro penises. I know some people are like, oh, yes, I'm an advocate. No. What do you have to work with a micro penis? I'm sorry.
Hopefully your tongue and fingers at that point.
Then I can make myself happy.
True.
I don't
true.
need you.
But what if they're like the perfect partner in every other aspect?
Then they're not perfect. Are they?
Well, true.
Are
Sexual
they?
compatibility is very fucking important.
Are they? I mean, let's be honest. You have to be attracted to your partner, right? And at some point, that kind of fades later on. But while it doesn't, you want something to work. You want something to get off on.
Ideally, yeah. I mean, definitely. Not even
female
ideally.
or male, you want it to work.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking to another guest about this. It's like, every dude has fucked a girl that they weren't particularly proud about fucking. But you generally don't make that girl your girlfriend.
Exactly.
That's generally like, oh, I got a little drunk. It was presented. It happens. And I'm sure that happens for women too. Like, occasionally you have a little too much, like, oh, I made a mistake.
Yeah, but usually our mistakes is someone we dated.
Well, yeah, it becomes a long-term mistake.
Exactly. So there's a difference.
Yeah, you got to learn to hit it and quit it. That's the problem.
See, yeah. We end up in relationships and we're like, oh God, why didn't we date that guy? That was horrible.
See, ladies, you got to learn to hit it and quit it. You just be like, yep, that was a mistake. Have a good life.
Like I'm quitting you. Like what? You heard me. I'm quitting you.
Yep.
I'm walking out the door. Have a nice day.
Have a good life.
Bye. Peace.
You had anyone you had to quit on recently?
I feel like there's lots of people I'd like to quit on. But that's why you have your inner circle and you have acquaintances, and then there's people you would like to give up on and you can't give on. It's just so many different scenarios. And there's people that you are able to, and you're like, okay, goodbye, have a nice day. And that's when you block their number, and you're like, okay.
And that's the one problem. One of the problems with modern society is like, in our parents' generation, when you broke up with someone,
yes,
you probably never had to fucking see them again.
Yeah, which was great because you had landlines.
They had to actually stalk you, like physically stalk you.
Yes.
If they wanted to come fucking interject themselves into your fucking life.
Yeah, they had to come to your work, right?
Right, and then you get the fucking police involved because this person's a crazy person.
Exactly.
But now it's like, oh, hey, we have mutuals on social media. I got to watch some fucking post, even if I'm.
You're like, oh, this is awkward.
And you know, being public figures as we are, it's like, oh, well, we can't set our shit to private, so they're free to fucking watch it, whatever the fuck they want.
It is true, for free. At least pay me to stalk me. At least I'm getting something from it. There you go. Pay to stalk me.
Let's not put that in the world. Like,
maybe I could make a private website that's like a game. Pay to stalk.
What would the going rate be to stalk you?
We'll make it interactive. $100 a month membership with incentives.
Oh man, that seems pretty low. Seems low.
That's only the entrance fee.
Ah.
Everything else is paid to do once you enter in.
Like you show up at an event, oh, that's thousands.
Yeah, and there's like clues, so you have to pay for each clue. You know, it's like being an investigator, right? You want to stalk? Here's a clue. You want a clue to figure it out? You pay for that clue and that clue. It's like a trail of breadcrumbs.
I still think you're courting danger there. I think it's...
Doesn't mean they'll find me.
Doesn't mean they won't either.
Most people are stupid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the really dedicated ones, they may not be the brightest in the bulb.
Oh, I'd have protection. And then I'd have a stand-in.
Haha, you got the Casca body double.
It's like some dude with fake tits. On a wig.
Where are you going to find a dude as short as you? I didn't tell you this before we got on here, but
they're out there.
I honestly thought you were much taller than you are.
Oh, everyone thinks that. It's my personality.
Well, it's the personality. And also, like, when we did the last show on Zoom, you were all sprawled out and like, oh
yeah, I'm all like, hey.
Like, she is a young, tall lady, and she is not a tall lady.
Yes, everyone thinks that, but no, I'm just petite and curvy and larger than life.
I agree with all those statements.
There you have it, folks.
I was just like, oh, because I got off the elevator to help her with the bag. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect to be towering over you.
But you know what? I like tall men, so.
Aw. Casca likes me. Maybe. Who knows?
You know, I like tall women too. I like petite women, but I like tall women.
You're like, I like them all.
I like them all. I like a great set of tits, small or large too. You just have to be a good set of tits.
How are my tits?
I haven't seen you without your shirt off.
Oh, fair. I'm not presenting very well.
You're not. Absolutely not. It's not fair game.
Life's not always fair, Casca. Life's not always fair.
Trust me, I'm fully aware.
I know, we discussed that quite a bit.
Yes. Indeed, we did.
We discussed that quite a bit before we got on air about how life's not fair and how life shouldn't be fair.
I agreed. I mean, how are we supposed to learn life lessons if it's always fair?
Well, exactly. And how are people supposed to be extraordinary if everyone's mediocre?
Exactly. That's why there's so many mediocre people.
It's true. There's a fair amount of mediocrity in this world.
And sometimes even the extraordinary people are mediocre in certain aspects. So
I would assume that a lot of them are. I mean, Michael Jordan's a really bad gambler.
Aren't they all, though?
I mean, Michael Jordan allegedly got his father killed over his gambling debt, so...
Ooh.
Please don't sue me.
Oh, sick burn. That's a harsh burn.
Just saying. That's what allegedly happened.
That's like a memoir right there. Autobiography?
Well, that's why Jordan went to go play baseball for a year out of the NBA. It was allegedly all about his gambling.
That was a horrible year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan, you couldn't play baseball.
But even Michael Jordan, one of the greatest ever, has his flaws, has some mediocrity.
Yeah, like baseball.
I mean, he's still better than I'm going to ever be at it, but...
I mean, they accepted him for that year. long.
I'm just saying, like, you put me on a professional baseball team, the first pitch that comes to me, like, yep, I'm out. 100-mile-an-hour fastball coming at my head. Nope, done.
It's like, yeah, I'll catch it with my face.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe with my tits. That'd be horrible, though.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to damage the goods like that. So imagine how bad that bruise would be.
Oh, no. That's a major damage that I don't want.
Like, there'd have to be doctors involved. Like,
I don't think anybody wants it. I would love, like, just, like, 2 people to jump in front of me.
Gotta hire security to just jump in front.
Yes.
Jump in front of baseballs for you.
Yes, that would be hot. And then maybe I would fuck them after just for being that committed. Because that's hot.
But you're paying them.
Still. You don't know how I'm paying them.
Fair. I don't know. My landlord has never accepted, me getting pussy as a way of paying for rent, so.
Did you think of other things?
Landlord's not my type.
Maybe she has some dirt. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I think I'm just going to stay with good old-fashioned capitalism on this one and just pay in hard currency.
Which is great.
It's working out for me so far.
I like capitalism. Love capitalism. It's fantastic.
It is. Allows me to have nice things.
I agree. Same.
Speaking of nice things,
yes.
I was led to believe you graced Playboy recently.
I did. And I hope to do so again this year.
So what all happened there? Like, how'd that come about? Like, tell me about the experience of, like, doing the Playboy shoot and all that
I threw out my titties and they're like, we accept.
If it was only that easy. To grace Playboy.
If everything that was only that easy. There was a lot of rugged knee crawling on, lots of rug burns. A lot of hair pulling.
I didn't know Playboy did that kind of shoot.
You wouldn't believe.
Or was that pre-shoot?
That was pre-shoot. And then I had to wait to heal, because we can't have that in photos for the pictorial. And then finally, it was like, well, Casca, maybe we could do that kind of photo shoot later. And I was like, okay, I'm down. That's cool. And then we did it.
Hell yeah. It's just Playboy is just, it's a different type of shoot than most people do in the industry. It's it's artsy. Yes,
and I love that because it's more glamour. I loved all different types of shoots because it depends on if I'm doing it for my own brand, which I started, which is Art of Sagittary. So when I shoot for myself, it's more thematic, different, a bit more artsy, sometimes a little bit more dark. Dun, dun, dun.
Like what sort of stuff is like?
Look, if you look at my first set of pictures, which I'm going to be shooting for that again, it can be a little bit more like BDSM related, a little bit darker. If you want to think a bit more cyberpunk, it can be anything along those lines. So it's fun to be able to take your creative nature and spill it onto photos and have people look at it and be enthralled by the fantasy in which you bring to life. Whether it's a short film, whether it's photos. I just love the aspect of doing that for myself and then bringing it for people to see.
Fuck yeah. It's always amazing to do something that you're fucking passionate about.
Yes.
And be able to bring it to life and be like, hey, I have the fucking time, the money, the ability to fucking make my fantasy come true.
Absolutely. And I love it. So I'll be working on that this year as well.
Hell yeah. When can we expect to see the first shoot?
Well, I did one last year, and I hope to be doing a few more this year and bringing more of that to life as well. Building my brand in that aspect and also doing some short films too. So everything takes time.
Oh, I know.
Time, effort, and capital.
Is the plan to eventually move into shooting features?
Yes. I would absolutely love to do short films. Obviously, short adult films and short films, I think in general would be great.
Are we talking 15, 30? How short are we talking?
Yeah, 15, 30. And maybe even more episodic related. A series.
I think adult stuff needs more of that. There's so few, it's weird because it's we do parodies, we do features, we do one-off scenes. There's so little stuff that is episodic.
Which I love. because it grips you, and then sometimes you're like, oh, these were actually interesting characters. I mean, yes, they did some really fun things I'd like to see them do again, but this was actually interesting. I want to see more.
You want
Let's
them to
see
like
them do more.
It's like after they nut, please stick around for the story.
Yes, exactly. Before and after. And I also think bloopers are great too. Like at the very end. Whether it's, comedy, tragedy, cinematic, action-packed, or a combination of all the above. I think that's great to bring it to life, and I feel like, like when Skinemax was really popular, and people were like, yeah, that's how I'm getting my heart on.
Oh yeah. Us poor kids that grew up in the 90s, that's what we pretty much had to work with, or squiggly lines from the Playboy channel. Like, I think I see a tit. I think I see a tit.
I mean, if you really want, I could bring the squiggly lines back.
Nobody wants that. No.
No, you wouldn't want that, like right here?
No.
Like right here?
Nope. No.
Okay.
No.
I tried.
I like seeing vaginas and areolas. I'm sorry.
Okay. I tried.
Try harder, damn it. Try harder.
Like all of a sudden you're like, no, it's all in the wrong places. Take it off. Take it off.
No, I'm so close. Oh.
Like,
I mean, that's too loud. That's too loud. That wasn't an impression of me. That was too loud.
I'm sorry. Better? Like higher pitch, lower? Or what are we going for?
I definitely do higher.
I slightly went into like anime level there.
I know. And
did you like that?
You caught my essence right there.
Do you like that? So it's more like anime level.
Oh yeah, and, that's right. I come like an uwu girl. Like, that's how I come.
I like it. That's kind of hot.
It's really confusing for first-time partners.
I can really understand that, though. I mean, if you perhaps like gave me like a forewarning and a couple of drinks, I would so be down for it.
Yo, girl, we're gonna pound some whiskey, and I'm gonna come like a uwu girl.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Like I wasn't down until like now. I just want to see what it's about.
Yeah, and I'm like, Like I'll be like, wait, can we record this? Can you do that like on my face at the same time? This could be like a niche.
Could be just bearded white dudes making uwu girl noises as they come.
Right? It could be a thing. You could hit like crazy markets. I mean, who knows?
Who knows who's into that?
Right?
Have to do so much market research.
It might be worthwhile. Like test it. Test market it.
Just test market the fuck out of it.
Yep. You don't even have to show your face. Just like blur your face out and just throw it out there.
That honestly, the trend of dudes blurring their faces out as talent is really wild to me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's like, I feel like you're not fully committed to being in porn at this point. Like that you're blurring your face out. Like,
are you not into the girl?
The erect penis would probably say otherwise there.
Right? And especially if you have like particular tattoos and body style, it's like, someone's going to know who you are. Like on set today, someone was like, yeah, you know what? When I see a dick now, I know who it is. And I went, you don't know like vagina? And like the director yesterday put out a photo and people knew they were my tits. And I was like,
you do have pretty distinct tits, I must say.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Oh, it was a compliment. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I could definitely pick them out of a lineup.
Thank you. I like to think that.
Well, actually, I could have. I definitely can now. Beforehand, I would have been like, "Nah, those are too short." Like those can't be at like fucking.
Boobs aren't short.
Yeah, but like.
It's like chopped in half.
I'm just talking like if you were in a lineup, if you put the boobs in a lineup, you're like the top typical lineup.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like no, those can't be Casca's boobs. That's too low down. Like
you're like, what's going on here?
Like is she on her knees?
But then you'd be like, wait, why is she in a lineup? If I know Casca, she would have gotten out of that lineup somehow.
Well, they often have innocent people in the lineup next to the guilty party.
Sweetheart, am I ever innocent?
I don't think you've been convicted. You're innocent until proven guilty in America.
That is true. I plead the fifth.
They have to prove your guilt.
Well, I mean, maybe not in today's. In 2022, people want to say you're guilty, and then you have to prove you're innocent.
Well, unfortunately, you're often guilty in the court of public opinion before.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like, I would hate to be, if you had any level of infamy, I'd hate to like go to court because like your case has been covered in the media so much before you even.
Yes. It's crazy.
Right.
So you wonder, like, how those people in the jury are going to feel about you.
Yeah, like how do you find an untainted jury pool?
Oh, I actually got a jury summons.
Did you go?
No, it's not. It's up for like next month, and so I'm trying to get out of it.
Oh, you don't want to do your civic duty?
Hell no. I'd be like, you're guilty. So can you let me go? I've got plans. I'm not going to be here until anyway.
Last time I got summoned, I made it to the point where like the judge was interviewing people like, Your Honor, it would be a great financial impact to me. I'm self-employed for me to serve on this jury. She's like, but you're self-employed. I'm like, yeah, I'm self-employed. If I miss work,
I'm not going to make money.
yeah. So unless you plan to let me sleep in this courthouse and do a podcast from here, I need to go. She grudgingly let me go. I'm like,
I would just be like, you know what? No matter who you put in front of me, they're guilty. I'm just going to be like, they're fucking guilty.
I mean, depending on which lawyer's
like, okay,
questioning
wow.
you, that might be the answer they want.
But I'm pretty sure they'll be like, listen, you're not being non-biased and you haven't seen the facts. But like, they're guilty. Oh, yeah, and I'm an adult star. Oh, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Right, right.
Oh, yeah, and I'm Russian.
Just get the fuck out.
Yep, you're out. Yeah, you're out. We can't have that.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of Americans...
We don't care about the adults anymore. You're Russian. Get out.
Out.
You're
Out.
You're out.
Honestly, I feel like that's part of the problem with the American justice system is like there's so little incentive to be a juror that I'm sure a lot of jurors just fucking throw guilty verdicts out there just to get out of being... Like, I got stuck with this, especially if it's a capital case. Like, how many people in modern society are like, I actually care about justice being served? They're like, they arrested the guy. I just want to go back to my life.
Yep. They don't even care about looking at the facts at all. I would hate to be like a plaintiff. No, thank you.
Yeah, don't get caught.
I don't plan on it.
A little louder for the microphones. What was that?
Nothing. I keep drinking my drink.
I'm just going to calmly drink my drink now. There's nothing happening here.
Let's just say it's good to know people.
Well, obviously. That is what life is truly all about, is about
really
who you know.
So if you're out there and you want to make a connection with me, please slide into my DMs or email me at cascaakashova.com. Because it's always good to know people.
With money in hand.
Yes, or connections, depending on who you are.
Like if you're high-priced defense attorney and you...
Yeah.
You never know what Casca's going to get into.
Yeah. Or, other things, like cleaners.
Are we talking like professional hit people, or are we talking like someone to clean your house, or both?
Both.
Both. Well, we do not condone soliciting murder for hire on this show.
Absolutely not.
Unless you know a good person.
Yes.
Discreet.
They have to be qualified.
Qualified and discreet.
Yes. I believe in any person for the particular job needs to be qualified.
Then why are you here? Like, I'm not qualified to do this.
Okay, bye.
Haha, all the sushi's mine.
I'm like, wait. Oh, that's right. Let's check Post-its. Hold on.
So in a feat of poor planning, we ordered sushi for the middle of the show. We're so organized. We're
so hungry,
organized.
though. Oh my God. Wait, is it here? No. It's here.
They just left the sushi at the door and didn't say shit?
Yes.
So it is. So we'll be back momentarily.
I'm like, your delivery.
We'll be back momentarily after we eat some sushi.
After we stuff our faces.
And we're back. We're full of fish. And ready to party.
I don't know why that sounds awful. We're full of fish.
What's wrong with being full of fish?
I don't know. Sushi sounds better. Saying full of fish sounds...
You're afraid to sound dirty?
Yeah. No, I'm not afraid of sounding dirty. Talking to me.
Right, exactly. So what's wrong with being full of fish?
Oh, it just sounds wrong.
Or right. So right.
I knew you were going to say that. So right.
I've apparently become a hack.
How can sounding so wrong sound so right?
Got my material before I even fucking say it.
I know.
Become predictable, folks.
It happens. Well, it has been. I mean, the world has been around for a little bit, so
It's true.
Mm. Maybe I've been reincarnated. I don't know.
Or maybe you've just watched a lot of my shows. Probably not.
I'm sorry.
Like, that laugh is the truth. See how it is? See how it is? It's okay.
Maybe I just know how to read people.
Well, that's true. You were talking about that. You were on set earlier and like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude wants to fuck me.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this show.
I didn't say which guilty party. There's multiple people on set.
That's right. Not that many, though.
More than one.
But one of them fucked me.
Well, maybe he wanted to go again. Casca's turning so red. Oh, this is great. For the audio audience, it's like, I can't believe you just said that.
No, I'm good. Well, it's like, when you're vibing and then you feel someone's vibe and you're like, is my vibe wrong? No. My vibe is right. Because sometimes you can be oblivious either because you want to be or you actually are. Because you choose to be. I was neither of those today. Even though I was tired, I was like, no, I felt this dude's vibe. I felt this dude's vibe. I felt it.
Felt it like it was poking you in the back?
No, my front and in my face. His vibe was strong. I felt it. I was catching it almost.
It's like, I almost smell it. It's in the air.
Scratch and sniff.
Yep. Back to the scratch and sniff.
I get scratches nipples. I don't know. Is that weird?
I mean, if he's into it, it's not weird. If you're both into it, it's more than fine.
Are you into nipple biting?
I mean, in the heat of the moment, sure. It's not like, yo, girl, the minute we get naked, you like, but if in the moment of passion my nipples get bit, they get bit.
Same, but just not too hard because I have sensitive nipples. I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think you ever want to bite a woman's nipples fucking hard.
Some men are like fucking crazy. They're like ass tards. It's like, listen, slow your roll. Unless you want to get knuckle punched in the head.
So you've had dudes like just like...
Yes. Or like suck so fucking hard like they're trying to get milk out of fucking titties and it's like, I'm not your mama, baby. I will slap you back into your mama's womb.
I mean, you can just hit them with the other tit. They are big enough.
Yeah, but we don't want to like...
damage the goods.
Exactly. Plus, I would get much more pleasure out of just fucking like slapping their ear to make them slightly deaf so it fucking rings.
That's just mean.
Well, what they're doing is pretty disrespectful.
I don't think their intent is to be disrespectful.
No, they're just fucking stupid.
Stop sleeping with stupid people.
Sometimes it's unintentional, and sometimes it's intentional.
Well, that's why you got to hand dudes IQ test on the first date. Like, fill this out.
Like,
see if you're qualified for this position.
Here's the prior SATs. There is a math portion, a literature portion. Can you just at least fill out those two?
Like, you must meet a certain score if you wish to enter. You're like a prestigious school.
Exactly, I'd like that. And no, I don't want to be like Stanford and all this bullshit because, let's face it, their shit has gone downhill.
But there should be, an entrance exam and then an oral interview. And
oh, I like that. I like the oral interview. And yes, about the entrance exam, I like that because, I mean, wouldn't be entering, but
yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
You gotta weed out those low quality mates.
And there is no cheating because it would change all the time, like a, safe lock.
Who are they gonna cheat off of? Like, you're gonna observe them fill out the test. You're not gonna send them home with it.
No, of course not.
Otherwise, they're gonna have their smarter friend fill it out.
Like, no, you cannot call a friend.
Yeah, this isn't fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is
like, you leave your phone at the door.
Right. This is Who Wants to Be Inside Casca, not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Sometimes it feels the same.
Well, you heard it here, folks. You feel like a millionaire afterwards.
I mean, I have been told I feel like a wealthy man. And that's kind of weird.
Yeah, like I would.
That's weird.
I would definitely not describe you as looking like a wealthy man.
No, like they feel like one.
They feel like they feel like one.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
I don't think you should feel like a wealthy man.
Wait, isn't there a song? If I were a rich man, if I had all the money in the world, I don't know. I don't know exactly what that implies, but I'm assuming that it's I guess it's a good thing.
It's all the things that come with being a wealthy man, which I'm sure non-wealthy men assume is better than it actually is.
Well, they say more money, more problems.
Well, and help. There are scientific studies that show diminishing returns on happiness after a certain point. Like once your basic needs are met, additional money doesn't provide additional happiness. Yes, when you're fucking broke, money provides happiness.
Oh, absolutely. Because if you can't pay your bills, you best guarantee that there's an issue. If you don't have some type of financial stability, you're going to have stress, issues, erectile dysfunction. I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
Lack of bitches. It's true. Yeah. Let's face it. No matter where you are at in life, if you are an unattractive male, but yet you have wealth, you will seem more attractive to women. It does not matter. It's true. It is true. You are way more attractive if you have wealth.
Wealth or talent, like for whatever reason, like the minute dudes get on stage, even if they're not financially successful performing, you can't say that a lot of women don't go for...
Oh, maybe that's just not me. I'm sorry.
Okay. But you've seen other women who like throw themselves at musicians or other performers.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I appreciate talent, though, in general. But it has nothing to do with that. It's just because I like the talent. And if they're going to show it and I'm like, I'm interested in what you have, then give me it. Okay, now you're locked in my dungeon. Now you play only for me.
How many are currently in your dungeon?
I plead the fifth.
Good on you. Good on you. You've been well trained. Been well trained in how things work here in America. Plead the fifth.
Also, if they're originally willing and they didn't realize what they were getting into, it's not my problem.
Right. They signed the contract.
They did, just like, a lot of Korean K-pop groups do.
Really?
You didn't watch like all the documentaries on how crazy it is to get to be their infamy?
I didn't.
Their diets and regimen, and I mean, a lot of them like pass out from everything.
Well, I know weight cutting is bad in MMA, but I didn't know about like...
Yeah, but I like MMA. I co-host with another podcast, and we not only interview people in the industry, but people who are also in MMA, boxing, whatnot, and I love it.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, not just going to like... I've actually reported on an MMA match, Bellator, actually. Not just like MMA and boxing and whatnot. Because I love going to fights. They're so much fun. But I would love to also meet them in person. But don't get me wrong, a lot of them have families, so I don't want to be like a homewrecker. But I am curious on how they are sexually. Because they're so disciplined at what they want to do in life. And I've interviewed them and whatnot. It makes me curious on how they are in the bedroom.
Well, and, they're so disciplined. And they have such control over their bodies.
They do. And it takes practice, work, and dedication, right? And some of them have vigorous routines. They have such a mindset. They won't even do certain things before a fight. They have their rituals and whatnot. So it makes me curious.
Oh, I'm sure we can find a single up-and-coming fighter for you.
Can we?
I'm sure.
Let's do it. And we can interview me afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, how'd that go, Casca?
Hey, we can interview you two together.
Can we?
That'd be fun.
Yes. I think it'd be lots of fun. I'm down for that.
All right.
I'm down for a lot of things.
I'm trying to think. I know some people in that world, so...
I'm down.
I will make some calls, see what we can happen.
I'm open to that. I think it'd be lots of fun, and I'm very interested. Not only, but I admire those individuals, because these people are not slackers. They're not lazy asses who are asking for a participation trophy, which we discussed about. These people are actually disciplined. Oh, yeah. And I highly admire that. So I'm like, disciplined men in the bedroom.
And it's a rough industry because when you're first starting out, even like people that are journeymen in the UFC are making less than essentially minimum wage for a fight.
Exactly. But they're dedicating like every day. And it's insane. They live, breathe it, you know, and sometimes they have, maybe some of them are fortunate where they are able to just focus on that, and some of them don't. They have multiple jobs. So they can continue trying to fulfill their dream.
Hell, even some of the greats like Demetrius Johnson had a day job like years into his career.
Right?
This is fucking wild. It's like,
and it's crazy.
One of the best to ever do. It's like, yep, still working a day job till his coach is like, dude, you have to do this fucking full time. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's insane. But you know, it is what it is. And some of I realized when I talked to them too, because a lot of things have changed and progressed now. Because, you know, before we had, you know, like Conor McGregor and, you know, we had Mayweather and whatnot. We had, like, you know, villains, and then we had our anti-villains or anti-heroes and whatnot. So we had people to play off of them where people were like, oh, this is great entertainment, right? And people were really enjoying being entertained by personality-wise. Not just like their fighting talent, but personality-wise.
Well, like the Diaz brothers.
Right?
I mean, up until before Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fought, Nate Diaz was like a 500 fighter. He still doesn't have the best record in the world, but so
their
fucking
showmanship.
Yep.
They knew how to play the crowd, and that was a difference. And so some of these like up and comers are people who are like, no, you want to show sportsmanship. That's not really what I'm about. You know, I let my fighting do the talking. And I said, well, listen, you know, then in that case, if that's not who you are, then you need to learn how to market yourself. And this is what I tell them. I'm like, you need to find your villain then. Find your villain and then show them who you are and learn how to market yourself off of that. Because otherwise, no one knows, no offense, who the fuck you are.
Oh, yeah. It's not the days of MMA being one UFC pay-per-view a month. There's fucking fight cards almost every weekend. There, in addition to the UFC, there's regional shows, there's Bellator, there's, you know, fucking Dream, there's Ryzen. There's so much shit going on.
They're coming back into the market in a big way, and now there's so much that it's inundated.
Yeah.
So you need to find a way to stand out. So now we have all these people who don't know showmanship. They don't know how to bring entertainment to the crowd. They're like, oh, entertainment is just my fighting. No, it's fucking not. Not to be rude to you, but it's not. People don't know who you are.
Gone are the days of being GSP where you just show up, be respectful, dominate people, and go home.
No offense, but it's boring. I don't know who you are. And I enjoy sportsmanship. I enjoy a good fight. I do.
So who are some of your favorite fighters these days?
Sometimes I'm still learning who they are because they don't stand out. And that's no offense to their talent, their discipline, and who they are. But I honestly don't know who they are because they don't stand out. You could be fucking Superman, but you're acting like Clark Kent. And that's the problem. You need to be fucking Superman in a world of Clark Kents.
But there's no one who's like stands out for you these days. It's someone you like really enjoy to watch fight.
There's been a couple, but sometimes it's hard to see because every time I feel like I could talk to someone, they're always trying to be Clark Kent. And it's like, well, God fucking damn it. You really need to stand out. If you have a certain slogan, if you have something about you, like I find like sometimes I'll say something and be repetitive. It's like a catchphrase almost. Okay, that's for you. That's you. That's what stands out for you. Find someone who's the antithesis of you. Bounce off of that. Start making it a thing for yourself. Whether you like it or not, make it something that's marketable for you. Oh, well, I'm boring. Okay, who cares if you're fucking boring? Make boring your thing. Or make you the boy next door.
Make a story that sells you. Like, Stipe Miocic is not like, you know, he's not controversial in any way, shape, or form. But the fact that he's still an active fireman is a good fucking story.
Yeah, I'd like to see someone's hose. Okay.
Or do you remember Shaden Carwin back in the day?
Perhaps. I'm sure
he fought. He was an interim heavyweight champion. He fought Lesnar for the heavyweight championship and lost. He had like one fight after that.
Oof. Okay.
But the dude was working a day job and still does as a civil engineer in Colorado, like the whole time while he's fighting.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't hurt that he hadn't before the Lesnar fight, hadn't seen the second round. He had knocked out everyone in the first round.
That's hot.
Yeah.
So like it's like play off of that, right? Play off of that. Play off of like your strengths or even your weaknesses. Make your weakness your strength. Depending upon, make it work for you.
Yeah.
Because you never know what people might like it. Like, oh, you're fucking boring. Sometimes people like the fucking boring. Some people like the guy next door because people can relate. They think they're boring. Their life is boring. Like, oh, I like this fucking boring guy. And then they find someone who's super loud. It's a balance between the two. Find that.
What do you think about McGregor?
Well, he's always entertaining.
Yeah,
He's annoying as fuck, but he's entertaining and he's a decent fighter. And like even when you see him, what was it with that snafu? I don't know what actually went down. Even when you see him in the tabloids, it's like, oh, Conor McGregor, and oh, he got into it with MJ Kelly and something about Megan, and you're like, okay, we all know that he would beat the shit out of MGK. So
I mean, MGK knows that too. I watched.
It's just funny. So who cares? That's why MGK walked away. Ass-handed.
Who in their right mind, who's not a professional fighter, wouldn't walk away in that situation?
It's still hot. It's still hot. Like I want to see you bloody and battered, and that's hot. I still like to know what it would be about. Like what got him amped up.
Who
like
knows?
Why wouldn't you want to like? What he said something about your girl?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You think she's fucking hot?
Guess who's getting to fuck her later tonight?
Exactly.
This guy.
I'd be like, you want to fuck her? Yeah, man. Well, so do I. But guess who's going home with her? I am.
Right.
Clap hands. All right. See you later.
100%.
Have a good night.
See, I don't understand when dudes get threatened by like someone else being like, "Oh, your girl's hot." Like, yeah, man, she is. She's still with me.
And you want to fuck her? Great. A lot of fucking people do. Welcome to the world I live in. Like, this is just how it is.
Yep, that's what happens when you date Megan Fox. A lot of people want to fuck
Megan Fox.
Ditto.
Not so much MGK, no offense.
Are you not into the current trend of skinny goofy white dudes? You can say no. It's fine. It's a personal preference. It's not a dig on them that if
I had to think about it. It might depend on his personality.
Okay.
To see what she sees in him. If I was going to do a threesome, yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it.
A threesome's not a long-term commitment in most cases.
Maybe with them, I don't know.
Just end up living with them like
it becomes a throuple. Like you thought it was like a one night thing, and then all of a sudden you're like,
it's like, what the fuck? I'm getting all these red carpet invites.
right? All of a sudden you're like, yeah, I thought I was just a nanny. I was applying for the nanny position. Do I get retirement?
Oh no.
It was one wild night by the pool.
I feel like down the road
and now there's this. I don't know what happens.
I feel like that down the road becomes a problem because the original girl's probably gonna get jealous down the road on that part.
Right.
She's like, hey, we were just supposed to fuck her once. Why is she still here?
Right? And it's like I really just wanted to be the nanny. I got drunk one night. And I don't know what happened.
Oh man.
I was happy with being the nanny.
Life doesn't always work out that way. Shouldn't have fucked him so good.
Oh, that's what happens. Or maybe because, she's bi, she was like, we're inviting her in, and he's like, okay.
See, I've said this on record multiple times. Like, the thruples and polyamory just sounds fucking exhausting.
But threesomes, like, in a relationship-wise, are exhausting. That's why it's easier to, like, if you're gonna do something like that, you have your main relationship, and then you have your side ship. It's
And
never like a
none
whole,
shall meet.
Yeah, it's well, like you meet at times, but it's not like a full on. It's you have your main, and then you do like your side, and then sometimes you all do something.
See,
Otherwise, it's too much.
I don't have time in the day for even side pieces. Like it's just
Yes, you have time of the day for one piece,
barely.
a one piece chicken nugget.
I'm interested. You interested? Cool. All right, let's do this. Oh, you're not? I don't even have time for that. Like I literally was supposed to hang out with someone like a week or two ago, and she kind of flaked. And I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever, and just didn't even bother following up. I'm like,
You're like, I'm gonna go put a vibrator on my balls. Bye.
yeah, well, it's just one of those things. Like, hey, I'm not gonna waste my time fucking chasing you. If you're not interested, I'm not losing sleep over it. I ain't got time for this shit. So I definitely don't have time for two of you.
See, I'm very blunt, and I don't do like in between. Either you're in or you're out.
Well, then that's how it should be.
And I don't get this whole dating thing these days.
Well, you got to test drive the car before you take it home.
Well, I mean, I'm an adult, so okay. But again, it's like, be blunt. You're in, you're out. I don't do whatever bullshit people do today. I can't do that. I'm not built that way.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm super not into like the game playing. And be thankful you don't live in LA, because LA is the home of this shit.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that. It's like, okay, I'll tell you where I am at. This is where I'm at. And that's it. And I'll tell you if I'm in, I'll tell you if I'm out. It's that simple.
And that's how it should be. Unfortunately, in this town, people are often looking for the bigger, better deal. So they don't want to like fully commit because they want to see like, is there a better option out there? Is there?
Yeah, but you know what? In that case, then I'll tell you. Like, listen, you're my pawn.
Does that work for you? Like, dudes stick around after you tell me?
And I'm looking for a knight. Some might.
Have they in the past?
Some night. Well, I'm usually in a committed relationship, so if you're ready to go, you're ready to go.
All right. But you weren't actually looking for another one when you found the committed relationship. You're like, all right, this is the dude.
I mean, sometimes things happen. You know what I mean? And things change. And you realize, ooh, yeah, this was not a good person to get in a relationship. Like, this was bad.
Well, this is why you should date them a little more before you're actually like committed to having feelings and bullshit like that.
Oh, feelings sometimes are bullshit. Sometimes you need to look at more reality before you get emotionally involved.
Oh yeah,
and that is the problem.
100%. Because the emotions are fucking stupid.
They can be, yes. It's like being in your early 20s and you're like, nope. I'm walking away from this. I'm walking away.
So yeah, I'm so glad I'm not in my early 20s anymore, because in my early 20s, it's just like, oh, you're hot and you're interested in me? Yeah, let's do this. As an older man now, it's like, oh, you're hot, but you suck? I'm not interested.
Well, see, that's a difference too, especially because like being in the industry, it's like, you can do people in their 20s and it's like, I can easily walk away from you. You have nothing to offer me. You literally, no offense, have nothing to offer me.
It was fun. Have a good one.
Yeah. I feel nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As someone who's fucked around with some 20-year-olds in recent memory, it's like, I mean, it was fun. The nice tight bodies are good times, but like, yeah, like on a interpersonal relationship level, it's just like.
But here's the thing: people even older can have nice tight bodies these days. So
it's true.
It's all about how you take care of yourself.
It's true.
So I'm not really worried about a nice 20-year-old who has no idea what the fuck they're doing in life, and their mental capacity is like the age of 13.
Well, I definitely don't want anyone that.
So no, I think I'm good. And then they try to give me advice, and I'm like, yeah, just because you did like every single hard drug out there doesn't mean you have advice to give me.
Unless it's about hard drugs, then I will happily take your advice. Okay. You're an expert.
Right? It's like, okay. Then I will ask you about that, because that's not my forte. That's not Casca's forte. It is not.
Well, as a dude in his 40s who lives an irresponsible lifestyle, I feel most women that are about my age, who I would actually want to be involved with, have their shit together too much to want to be involved with me.
Mm-hmm. Or like you said, fixer upper.
Yep.
Some women actually like that.
Ladies. You know where to find me if you want to fix this. You want to fix this up.
I'm just saying a lot of women in general do like men who they can fix. And the same thing. Men like to fix problems. It goes hand in hand.
It's true.
It does.
Unfortunately, sometimes we don't really consider what we're doing when we try to fix problems. We just try to fix problems.
Well, the difference is listening to a woman and realize the difference between her venting and her actually wanting the problem fixed. That's a difference.
Yeah, we just hear a problem like, oh, I'll fix that.
And it's like, no. I'm venting to you. I don't actually want my problem fixed. I just want to blather on.
I want you to just listen.
Yes. And you're like, hold on. Let me get a drink.
Oh, the drink I already have in the minute she got home.
Yeah, like, oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, don't you have girlfriends for this? And you're like, oh, yeah, okay.
But they're jealous bitches, so.
And you're like, okay, all right. Wait, is sex going to come out? Okay, all right. Let's keep going.
Sex now? Huh? Nope. Okay, I'll keep listening.
Wait, is my dick getting sex during this? Okay, all right. Just keep going. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I do find that it's hard to hear a story while my dick's in someone's mouth.
Right? And it's just true. But you're hoping there's some kind of reward after all of this.
Well, theoretically, I should be there to support my partner.
Of course. But
I love that you're laughing during this.
But sometimes that's in my head too. Like you're blathering on and like my short attention deficiency comes in and I'm like...
Casca has to be stimulated at all times, huh?
Right? I'm like, what? Yep. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, this feels nice. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
So that's not safe for YouTube. For the audio audience. That will be on the Patreon.
I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. This was important to you. Right. That was important.
And the men in your life just have to learn to deal with that, huh?
Mm-hmm. I try, though.
That's the important part, that you try.
I do. I really try. Sometimes it's easier than others, and sometimes it's harder, and I'm like... Yeah, this table has a lot of grain. I'm like, what is this made of again? Like Casca. I'm like, what? I'm sorry?
I'm telling you about my day.
Right. Yeah. Have you felt this before?
So what you're saying is your partners are very patient men.
Well, I do think that in relationships, there does need to be a certain amount of patience. I do. On both sides.
Well, certainly.
Of course. Well, obviously I'm being facetious to a point, but yeah, sometimes my attention span is short. But it depends on what you're talking about, of course. And what time of day.
And if you've had fish or not.
Of course.
Like, this podcast was about to just go completely off the rails if that sushi hadn't shown up.
It's so true. It's so true. I would have stabbed myself with chopsticks.
Hey, as long as it wasn't me.
It's true. You've been through a lot. You have. You've absolutely been through a lot. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I've brought it on myself. In most cases.
Did you though? In that particular case?
Oh, in that case, probably not, but...
Look, column B.
I talk some shit. What can I do?
It's true. Are you a shit talker?
Me? No, not at all. Never. Never.
That's what we talked
about. Never.
So you want to get punched again? You want to get nibble pinched? I can lean over and nibble pinch you.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Double grab.
As I said, don't threaten me with a good time. If it's passionate,
I'm a very passionate nipple pincher.
I need those. Actually, I don't, but I like having them.
I mean, no one's gonna milk you.
Well, now I'm out. Now I'm out.
Wait, isn't that I could make a movie? We can make our own movie.
You are a filmmaker, so.
It's true. It's true.
And I am an
I'm just
AVN
proud of
nominee.
myself for not busting out of this. So
I know. It's just like
it's
the girls are just like.
It's YouTube friendly, and I'm so excited because I put this on, and the person who saw me in it was like, "You think this is gonna stay on?" And he's like,
Wardrobe malfunction happens. It's fine. I will literally just blur it out for the public version.
And there you go.
So it's
I'm just impressed. I'm like thoroughly impressed.
Nudity has definitely happened on the show before, and it's not a problem.
I don't doubt it.
It's okay. You don't have to be in fear of the girls getting out.
I'm not in fear. I'm just like impressed.
No, it's very impressive.
I was wondering, is this going to happen or not? Like, if there's literally a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. I mean, for the audio audience, that there is not enough fabric to cover Casca's top here. Like,
yes. Casca's tatas.
Yeah, like they're it's a little more than side boobs.
There's literally like between the nipple and the fabric, there's literally like less than an inch
Yeah, that could be measured in centimeters.
Yes. Like I'm trying to have like an even ratio on
like
each
that
side.
That's one of those outfits that, like, if you were in a different industry, you would have to definitely use double-sided tape to like wear out in public. Like if you were like a mainstream.
Yes. But there is no double-sided.
No, there is no. As we've been hanging out for the last couple hours, it's always been just
yes
stretching them back.
But so far, it's like it's done a pretty good job, and I'm impressed. I might be like a shout out to this brand because I'm pretty sure it's not made for the circumference of my grandeur of endowments.
No, I don't think you were the designed. They're like, oh no, like, someone who's well endowed, but not
for like my petite frame, but not for the endowments. They were like, girl, no. But I was like, no, I'm gonna fit my tatas in here, and you're going to like it.
Watch the video version on YouTube.
Yes,
or possibly the Patreon if they fall out.
See, a little wiggle.
Oh, now she's just tempting phase.
I am, because I'm like quite impressed. Or my skin's tacky. I don't know. I like to think that it's very like soft and supple.
I will take your word for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get compliments, so I'd like to think that I take very good care of my skin.
Once again, I will take your word for it. I don't know. I am not there in the mornings when you're doing your skincare routine. I'm sorry.
Maybe we should do a skincare routine with Casca.
Just a whole set of cameras, just a whole skincare routine.
Yes. Or maybe the gentleman, whoever I end up having some fun with, who is in the fighting industry. Can find out how supple.
He can find it. It'll be part of the interview.
Yes.
Like, so how's your skincare routine?
Yes. He could see it all because I'm like, no. You can't just, do it, screw it, and leave it. You have to like stay. You have to, it's part of the deal. You have to stay and visually see what transpires with Casca.
We're going to end up, having you be a fighter's wife by the end of this.
Might not be so bad.
No.
Might not be so bad. I could teach him a few things.
Yeah?
I could teach him how to fight in other ways.
Teach him some other ground game?
Mm-hmm. I'm not bad in grappling. I have a pretty good low sense of gravity.
I feel like there's a ground and pound joke here. I feel like there is.
There probably absolutely is 100%. Mm-hmm.
A ground.
Ground and pound.
Well, that'd be a fun podcast. Just, you and an MMA fighter, call it the other ground game.
Right? And be like, so where'd you learn? And be like, yeah, sweetie, where'd you learn? Please, do tell.
And there are those dudes out there that actually fetishize like actual wrestling too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can wrestle.
Have you ever done any like those sites where like Ultimate Surrender
No,
Are you aware of them?
but I am now.
There's a couple of adult sites that like start off as grappling matches, and you score
Naked
points.
or not naked?
It starts off clothed, and like you score points for disrobing your opponent.
No, that would be fun.
Yeah, the Ultimate Surrender, I think, is the name of the site.
That'd be fun if I could stay clothed and they end up naked. I'm like,
Well, if you're good enough, that's how that goes.
I think I could get someone to submission.
And then penetration is part of it. Like you score points for penetrating, like pinning and penetrating your opponent.
Oh wait, so if I can penetrate them?
Mm-hmm. A lot of times it's girl scenes, but there are some that are boy-girl scenes.
So I can peg him in the butt?
I mean, whatever you and your scene partner agree upon, I believe. But yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Wouldn't that be interesting? He's like, no. And I'm like, oh, sweetie, you're in for something new.
You poor white belt motherfucker.
You thought you could take me. Let me tell you something else. Don't fuck with me.
Hey, I think you should talk to your agent. Make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of the competition, like some of the performers that do that, like regularly do BJJ outside of like work. So
that sounds kind of like fun.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people have done it and had a good time with it. So we're just expanding the career right here.
And go, and here I just want to level up and go nasty. Could do all sorts of things this year.
Yeah, out grapple somebody, do some nasty stuff, make some short films.
There you go.
It's only March. There's plenty of time to do a lot of wild shit this year.
And I'm only making a list.
What else is on the list?
I was thinking of a lot of things. Like, of course, anal. 3-guy anal, gangbangs, girl gangbangs, reverse, like all that fun stuff.
So, assuming that the world is Eastern Europe's not on fire, you interested in going out to Prague for legal?
I would love to go to Prague. I'm actually, I don't know, can I even say this? I don't know if the director is available, but, I'm actually supposed to shoot overseas. I'm sorry, I think I...
Don't die. I haven't lost a guest yet.
Do you know the Heimlich?
I do. I really don't want to watch you, like, cough up a piece of fish.
Oh, gross. I know I thought of something interesting that was weird. My mind goes in very weird directions.
It's good for podcasting. But you were saying you're going to potentially go overseas?
Yes, and shoot for a company overseas.
Nice.
Either in the UK or Barcelona, but it looks like Barcelona now.
Aw, that's dope. Like, I've wanted to go to Barcelona for a minute. Like, Spain's rad.
Really?
Yeah. I've been to Madrid, but I haven't been to Barcelona yet.
So hopefully that'll be happening soon, and we can both announce it, and it'll be very exciting.
Well, hopefully we can. That'd be awesome.
Yes. So
how soon are you supposed to be going?
Possibly May.
Oh, real soon.
Yeah. That's like around the corner. They're just kind of figuring things out, so we shall see.
Hell yeah. Are you going to give yourself enough time to actually like spend some time in Barcelona while you're there?
We shall see. I'd like to.
Because that's always a bummer to me, like when performers travel out of country to shoot for the European companies and they're like, yeah, all I did was like show up, shoot, and come back to the States. I'm like, I know you're getting paid, but why the fuck would you not want to see the country while you're there?
Yeah, I know. I'd like to. At least spend a couple extra days.
Exactly. Barcelona's supposed to be really fucking rad, too.
Oh, I know.
Have you been?
No. I have not been there in particular.
Been to Spain at all, or?
No, not Spain.
Spanish culture, like at least Central and Southern Spanish culture, was pretty fucking cool. I had a good time there.
They're usually laid back.
And they party real late.
A lot of Europe does, though.
Of everywhere I've been in Spain, like been in Europe, Spain definitely went the hardest.
Really, for you?
Yep. The Netherlands, like, yeah, I could drink till 5 a.m., but it was just kind of like, meh.
But Barcelona. Or Barcelona.
Yeah. Fucking the way the Spanish
because of their accent in Barcelona. ¿Cuánto te quieres, amor?
Madrid went fucking late. When we were in what was it, Alicante down on the Mediterranean coast. Like they went fucking late. Like it was just like, oh, this bar is just not closing. All right.
I think I will have some fun there.
Hey, you should. You should. Meet a nice Spanish gentleman. Maybe meet a Spanish MMA fighter.
So I think we can make that happen, yes?
Try to make that happen. We'll try.
Y yo hablo español un poquito.
Oh,
I can whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I could take you back to the States before World War III starts.
I can make you my slave husband.
I'm sure someone would be down.
I'd be down.
Well, I hate to rap, but you said you had a heart out, and
I do. Unfortunately, I do.
So we're going to call last call. This, unfortunately, if we had been recording The Hang, this would have been a long episode.
Oh my god, it would. It would be so amazing. You should tell them really quickly what we did before.
Well, we talked about all sorts of politically incorrect things.
We did.
Had some cigars, had some whiskey off air.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Had a good time, but yeah, we definitely hung more than we recorded during this. So. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry it became a short episode because Fish and we were hanging and didn't start recording on time. And Casca had a heart out, so...
I don't know why that sounds like a hard on, but yeah.
No. I don't believe you have one of those.
A girl can have a hard on.
Well, yes. I am well aware that, the clit fills with blood when women are aroused. It is a thing.
Thank you for the technical terminology.
You're welcome.
I very much appreciate it.
Hope the audience does too.
I hope they do as well. In case you didn't know, now you know.
And knowing is half the battle, folks.
G.I. Joe.
But as we call last call on this motherfucker, where can they find you on the things? Where can they find your
Yes,
production?
on IG, I am Casca Akashova official. And then in my bio, you can see all the other IGs I have, which is only 2 others. So all of you other bitches can, go fuck yourselves. And then on Twitter, I am C Akashova, which is my only Twitter I have. And then there are all the other links in my bio as well, with my websites, my OnlyFans, etc. I love you all. Thank you for having me.
Where can they find the production company?
Yes, of course. That's also my IG. It's Art of Seduseri. And that has its own IG as well, which is also connected to my official IG. And which is also my production company, which is lots of fun stuff hopefully coming this year. Collaborations, and I am so excited to bring that to you.
Hell yeah. And we will, next time you're in LA, we will do this again and we'll actually get a full episode out of it.
Yes.
We'll block off enough time.
Yes, please.
Hopefully we'll do it with your MMA boyfriend, husband, or fuck buddy, whatever he is at that point.
You know what? That would be amazing. I think we should do it. And then I'll bring you some liquor.
All right.
I'll bring you something fun.
Sounds good. But as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. and Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. and Slayer. You can find the Patreon at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. You can find the podcast and Now We Drink on Twitter and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.